Hey team, bonus episode today and a different kind of one at that. No marketing gold, no business lessons, well, maybe a couple. Just an inspiring conversation with a couple of homeless people and a fellow for whom volunteering has enabled him to see his work life in a whole different way. By the way, there's a language warning on this one. Nothing outrageous, but I do get a little fired up.
Well, I said, welcome to a small business marketing show where successful small business owners share their souls to take your marketing straight to the lead. Now, here's your host, Mr. Timbo Reid.
And welcome back to another episode of Australia's #1 marketing show. I am your host, Timbo Reid, but you, so much more importantly, you're a motivated business owner and you are ready to crank out some great marketing to build that beautiful business of yours into the empire it deserves to be. Now, I'm not sure that's going to happen in today's episode. No marketing gold dripping from the ceiling, but I think you're going to walk away feeling inspired and motivated, and ain't that important? Now, you may recall a couple of episodes back, I interviewed Lucas and Nic, the founders of Orange Sky Laundry, a mobile clothes washing service for homeless people. If you haven't listened to that episode, I suggest you do. It's full of inspiration and it has got its fair share of marketing gold. You can find it over at smallbusinessbigmarketing.com/320. Now, Nic and Lucas's idea and passion touched me in a big way. So following that interview, I went and volunteered for them, spending a couple of hours at an Orange Sky Laundry parked on Collins Street in Melbourne's central business district. And I've got to tell you, I loved every bit of it. The chance to give back to people in need was wonderful. The chance to learn some life lessons from those less fortunate. And the conversations I had with one of their volunteers and a couple of Orange Sky's homeless friends have been life-changing. I'll share what I learnt later on. But for now, let's pick things up as I wander through Melbourne's CBD trying to locate the Orange Sky van. All right, I'm walking up Collins Street, Melbourne. It's a very cold Friday night in winter. It's 5 p.m. Orange Sky Laundry is setting up at a place called the Community Kitchen from 5 till about 7:30 tonight. So I thought I'd go along, help out, and meet some of their homeless friends and see how it all works, I guess. I'm a little bit nervous. I've never, ever met a homeless person before, so I don't know whether I'll be imposing on them, getting in the way, or whether, it's a good thing to do. We'll soon find out. I've got to find this community kitchen, though. Well, let me find it. Here's a lady selling the big issue. I might ask her.
Yeah, you big issue. There's one over there, they do it, over up there.
Where, you're like on the corner?
Yeah,
or?
I'm in the square there. Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, they actually set up in the square.
Well, let's bring food out.
Yeah, good on you. That's what I want. Thank you.
Okay, no worries.
That's it. Okay, so they must set up outside. Oh, I can see an orange van in the distance. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Huh. Touch of emotion just washed over me. What was that about, Timbo? Toughen up. There is an Orange Sky van just up there, so I will wander up. That is trams that you can hear in the background, overseas listeners, if you are wondering what all the clattering and banging is. But here I am looking for an indoor kitchen, and the community kitchen must be an outdoor thing that gets set up, and Orange Sky contribute to that. Alrighty, wandering up. We're away, crossing the road. Oh boy. Beautiful. Look at that van. I'll have to take a photo of it. I'll put it in the show notes. A selfie in front of the Orange Sky Laundry van. That's what we'll do. Wonder how many loads we'll do. Wonder what conversations we had. Oh, look, there's some blokes sitting there already, lining up. Love it. As I approached the van, I was quickly reminded of the importance of being generous, something I can be guilty of not being every now and then. You see, this fellow Herb approached me and offered me a couple of free tickets to an AFL football game that was being played the next day. Nothing overly surprising about that, except Herb's homeless.
Would you like 2 free
G'day, mate.
tickets?
To the AFL.
I don't want it. It's for Sunday. You've just got to go on the computer and they'll give you 2
Oh, that's
tickets
very kind.
for Melbourne.
I won't be here, but I might let my son look into it.
Yeah. Thank you very much for that.
Good on
it's
you.
good to see things get used, not wasted.
I
you know?
agree. I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
Here's the Orange Sky Boys. That's what I'm here for.
Well, you go talk to him.
Hey, g'day, buddy.
How you going?
I'm Tim.
Hey Tim, how are you?
You're
Matt.
Matt. How long have you been involved?
So I've been involved for a year. They started in July down in Melbourne, so I started down there at the same
How
time.
did you get involved?
Heard it on 3AW.
Did you?
So yeah, driving to work and heard the boys doing an interview, and I thought, that's different. That's
That's exactly, mate. Exactly how I felt.
Very,
I read
very
an
different.
article in, I think it might have been the Good Weekend a few weeks ago,
Yep.
and I'd heard about them before, and I thought, this is just too good an idea not to support.
Absolutely. And I've never done any charity work or any volunteering before that, and so I'll come down. First shift I came down, the boys. It was a bit unorganised, 3 volunteers in a van doing a shadow shift, driving around the city looking for a spot, and thought, hook, this
Mate,
is,
love it.
that little bit of unorganised, that's different, kind of gives you, I reckon these boys are...
In the right place.
Yeah, these boys
What
have
do you
got
do when you're not helping with Orange Sky?
So I head an IT department for an airport retailer.
Good on you, buddy.
So we've got 65 stores, and so I look after IT and supply
And how
chain.
often do you do this?
Every Friday night from 5 till about 10 o'clock. So I
5
do
to
the
10.
double shifts,
So you're here and then you go up the markets, or you stay
That's
here?
right. Yeah, no, I'm up at the markets after this. So
All right.
I do the
Hey,
double.
if you need to do anything while we're talking, you just buddy say, I'm off.
Yeah.
So don't let me get in the way and tell me, you give me jobs as we go, all right?
No worries. Yeah, we've got, usually here we get a couple of volunteers, different volunteers on every fortnight.
Yep.
So a couple of different volunteers tonight. We've got Stella, who usually does the shift down the road with us,
right.
filling in down here. So there's only a couple of us tonight, and
Yeah, love it.
yeah,
And what's been the highlight for you? Besides just doing it.
the people, just whole new perspective on. I was never one of those people who walk past and go, get staffed or that, but you sort of didn't give it a second thought. Now there's a story behind
Every person.
every person. Yeah.
One in particular stand out for you?
No, there's just so
Wow.
so many. There's a bloke who's here tonight. This guy Matt, who comes up here, and he told us last week he started doing shoe shining around the city and that to make to get some coin and get himself a hot feed himself and buying his stuff and that. That's
right.
sort of. So just
on
little
you, mate.
things like that make it. This is it's good. So.
Where are those orange chairs I was expecting?
They're in the van, and the reason they're in the van is we play here. I've got to be careful what I say here. You might need to get the boys to check this out
right.
before it goes. But we've got a permit, but the council play a bit of.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Here, no go here, no drive around for 15 minutes. Then we've got. I won't say their name, but there's a retailer to your right who occasionally calls the police because we're bringing down the standards. And
Gee, can I mention them? That's the big question.
I'll leave that up to the boys. And they can decide, but there's only one retailer we're in front of, so
right.
it's
okay.
and it's a bit disappointing, but it's funny because the guy on the door there, every time I pull up, he waves. So I think it's more people, his manager's telling him.
Yeah, gotcha.
So he's always got me, gives you a thumb as if to say, "Shit, man, I'm sorry."
I am so tempted to drop the name of that bloody retailer. I won't, but if you're listening, get real. There's enough bad shit going down in the world today without you adding to it. Instead, get out and help. Volunteer. Donate some clothes. Just stop complaining. Let's talk glass half full stuff, hey? Don't worry about that retailer, hey?
No.
I've got a can of graffiti in the car, so we'll fix that one later, hey?
As the police officers said when they come on over, they go, "You guys bringing down the neighbourhood, having a good laugh," and they're just like,
good on you.
Come on.
Hey, for you though, just getting back to you, what's it done for your mindset or well-being, getting involved?
For me, it's really been probably not to worry about little things. That's, those, I say those stupid little corporate things, someone does this or someone sends an email that's just like fair dinkum,
move on.
Oh, geez, left the sugar thing, half thing, and goes around the office, the sort of thing. You're like, now you're just like,
Love it.
that's it. Who cares,
Right.
Really, that's what it's. Just puts things in perspective. How lucky, at the end of this, you go home. You drive home. You got the girls. Go home too.
Yeah, your girls.
Yeah, got two girls. My wife Trace is actually here tonight.
Oh, hello, Trace. How are you? Wondering why you're standing there at the back. I thought you were spying on us.
So it's just
good on you.
Puts things in perspective.
I noticed too, as I've been interviewing you, you've slowly made your way up Collins Street away from the microphone.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I know. It's nervous in front of the.
It's all right, mate. Do you want to show me around?
Yeah.
And if you need to do something,
no,
get into it.
No problem. So what we've got, I'll start at the back. 2 commercial washers.
Yep.
10 kilo washers each. Fresh water.
Yep.
Grey water, so everything is always fresh water, so we never use recycled water. We get about six loads out of the tank.
Mate, they are serious washing machines.
Yeah,
I think I could fit inside one.
Yeah,
I'm not a small bloke, and neither are you.
No,
hey?
You get a doodah in there, no problem.
You'd get a bed in there.
Yeah.
What are we talking like? I think the boy said 27-minute cycles for the washing.
That's right, 27 minutes. Goes through, weighs it, does all these fancy things, so it only uses the water it needs to.
Yep.
So,
How long's a dry take?
About, depending on the load, half an hour to 40-odd minutes. So sometimes if you get a big load, it slows the...
Every time I put something in the dryer, it shrinks. Every time.
Yeah. Haven't had any complaints.
No complaints yet?
No complaints yet about shrinking.
What else we got? Soap, sanitary products?
Got some sanitary products. So these are all donated. So find donations. People drop by.
So people can drop by here and drop in some toothbrushes, toothpaste, soap, sanitary products, money.
There is money in there.
There's a bit of coin in there, 35 cents.
I didn't even notice that.
We'll increase that as the time goes by. I might do a bit of spruiking. Now, whilst I didn't spruik on the street, allow me to do it now. Orange Sky Laundry needs support in the form of your time, your money, or your connections. You can make any of that happen over at orangeskalaundry.com.au. Go.
So we've got a few little... So when we drive to stop the drums moving around.
Oh, yeah. A few wedges, whatever you call
Yeah,
it.
a couple of clamps.
Righto.
Pretty straightforward.
Yeah,
It does the job.
That's it. What's around the side?
So this is
I'm getting the tour, fellas.
Yeah, well, don't get lost.
Don't get lost.
So we've got the 2 wash dryers in there. So 2 commercial dryers.
Yep.
The liquid pumps up into the machines automatically. Generator. So this runs the whole thing straight off the...
Yeah, right. I can see why they're $100,000 to set up.
Yeah, absolutely they are.
All of a sudden, it becomes an expensive little outfit, doesn't it?
It does. And look, some sites, which is good. So tomorrow at St Mary's and at Batman Park down underneath the bridge, we can take 3-phase power. So there, which is great. Don't need to use the generator. We can plug in the water for either refilling or using the water on those sites.
Mate, what a great setup.
Yeah, and then it's all controlled by... We've actually got an app, but at the moment they're sitting...
The boys were telling us about this.
Yeah, so there's an app that runs it. So signing in and you put into the boys are in the process of setting that up for Melbourne.
So that's not a customer-facing app. That is an app that helps run these vans. Is that correct?
So the idea behind the app is to, I suppose, make sure, so you can log in staff, you can log where you are, you can turn the machines on. As you're doing the washes, you can put in the people's names, a little bit of information, just like male, female, the type of clothing, so that they can get a bit of an idea how busy. At the moment, when we don't use that, we fill it in at the end of the night. So it gives the boys an idea of the kind of the kind of friends that are and what the needs are, and try and tailor it.
Now, you've just lifted up the front seat and there is a smorgasbord of wires and batteries and cables, and I've got no idea what that is.
So clean water, wastewater, bubble machine, which we've got.
I love a bubble machine. Where's Bubbles gone tonight? Is she not around?
She's on break. No dishwashing we've got at the moment.
No.
So just up top there, I don't know if the boys have shown you, but on the other side of the generator, 2 little blue things, they're the bubble machines. So,
what's the bubble? Oh, the bubble machine is when they come out. It's a bit of a little marketing ploy.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
I love it. You got no bubbles?
No bubbles tonight.
Can we get some?
Oh, we could get stuff.
Yeah, well, we're going to get the bubbles out.
Have to go get some dishwashing liquid or something first.
How many people, how many homeless friends are we expecting tonight?
So here tonight there'll probably be 4 friends, generally 4 to 6.
Yeah, right.
Down at the market, it's generally busier, maybe 6 to 8 people.
Why so few? Well, to me, that's because as I walk around Melbourne, there's a lot more than 6 to 8 homeless
There
friends.
is. Oh, look, here's not. This is interesting. This isn't the most busiest.
Yeah, right.
This is great for the exposure.
Yeah.
A lot of people coming past.
Well, Collins Street, Fancy Street.
Whereas down, so some places like Batman Park and that might get 12, 14.
Yeah, right.
Tonight we'll get 6 to 8 down at the market, but next week when there's Anonymous X and a few other providers, charity providers down there, it gets busier, so we can have like 10 to 12. So that's in a 2-hour shift though.
Yeah, okay.
So it keeps the machines.
Yeah, of course. They've got it's 27 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah,
Plus drying,
correct. So that's
an hour.
yeah, exactly. So we generally will stay till whenever the last sort of load is done. So there's no real time as long as it's kind of there around 10ish or before 10ish. We'll
Good on you, man.
Keep them running,
mate. Let's get stuck in. I really appreciate that tour.
No worries at all.
Just tell me what to do, and I'll let you do it.
All right. You want to have a?
I should introduce. I'm Tim. Tracy, how are you? You just come along and make sure that he does the washing properly, do you?
No, he's wanted me to come along for a while.
Oh, this is the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, good on you.
We've been we're in the city. We're in the city today. Had the day off in the city, and Trace goes, we'll
Good
come
on
along.
you.
So come and see what we. Yeah, always wanted to see what we do.
Because you probably don't do enough washing at home, do you, Trace?
No. So I got the mother-in-law down, which is good. So this is our time together.
Yeah, good on you. You're such a romantic,
I
Matt.
know,
That's what the boys told me about you. Hey? Love it.
So this is got 1 minute, so that's got 5. So I'll show you the next thing if you want.
Good, mate. You know, one of the many inspiring things about Matt the volunteer is that whilst he works in the city, he actually lives over 2 hours out of town, yet volunteers for Orange Sky Laundry every week. After Collins Street, he was heading off to the next location up the road to the Queen Victoria Market, where he'd be for another couple of hours. By the time he and Tracy returned the van and hit the road, I'd guess they'd be home by about 2 a.m. The world needs more Matts. I then officially met Herb, the homeless fella who'd offered me the free footy tickets earlier on. We got chatting, and for the next little while he gave me some pretty honest insights into what it's like to be homeless.
So I came to get food because I'm homeless, and they came here, and this group that was arranging the food, they explained to me like about these guys, and I saw them,
How long ago is this?
Oh, this was about a year back,
Yep.
It's up like around a year.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, sort of. Yeah, and I've been coming here now for like a couple of months now, I come on a Friday, and they come here on Tuesdays and Fridays.
Yeah.
And they also go down near the casino on Mondays and Thursdays.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So here seems pretty quiet, but last night down at the casino, they were there till 8 o'clock. So there
Chockers, was it?
Yeah. So there's times when they're busy.
Matt tells me this is a less busy location.
Yeah. So that's why
That's why you come here, eh?
Yeah,
Don't tell anyone.
Yeah. Well, the last time I went on Thursday, a few guys came with like a lot of stuff.
Yeah, right.
I just had a few things, so I just let them go. Go
What did you do before Orange Sky came along?
I used to go to the Brunswick Salvos and I used to wash there.
Yeah.
They've just got one washer and one dryer, so there's a bit of a queue. Yeah, so I just was coming here to get food, and then I saw him here, and I thought, well, I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Mate.
I can get something to eat and get my clothes.
So the community kitchen's round the corner, is it? They put on a feed?
Yeah, they get all foods from the shops and that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so all the food's fresh. What doesn't get sold, usually that used to go in the bin. Yep. Which goes into landfill, right?
Yeah.
So now it comes here and it feeds the homeless, and it's really nice food, like it's fancy.
What's your favourite?
Oh, probably steak sandwich.
Oh, yeah, I love a steak sandwich. You go the onion? I always have no onion.
Yeah, well, if it's got it, I'm not going to go.
You're not going to say no?
No, but I've had stuff like smoked salmon and that,
Yeah.
And I've got a roll here with prosciutto.
Oh, hello.
Would you
Looks
like
all
that
right.
too?
No, I
To go
wouldn't.
for your
But
ticket?
take to the footy on Sunday, you reckon?
Oh, you know, it'll still be good, hey?
No, I won't because I'm actually off the bread.
Oh,
So-
yeah. I eat the filling and then I eat about half the
Good
roll.
idea.
And then the rest I give to the possums, which you're not supposed to do. But it's winter.
Doesn't matter, mate.
It's winter.
It's
though.
winter. Everyone's got to work hard to get what they get. So
Yeah.
the possums included.
Yeah. I just give them food in winter because it's
Yeah.
so cold, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
once it starts to get warm, then I stop. you
Yeah,
know?
right.
Yeah, you know.
And obviously, Orange Sky's been a bit of a game changer for you. You love coming here. I mean, I imagine
Well, it works so good.
you get
know
your
what?
clothes clean, you have a chin wag.
Yeah, because there was a lot of guys down near the casino, right? And if they want to wash clothes, they've got to go on public transport,
Yeah,
go
yeah.
here, and then maybe you've got to wait. You know, there's times when I've got to wait a couple of weeks before I can wash clothes up to Salvos.
Yeah, right.
Because there's a queue, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yep.
And it's first come, first serve, you know.
Yep.
So if these ones come right where they're sleeping, it's perfect, you know.
Yep.
You know, if you've got a bag of stuff and you go on the tram, you know, and then also back then I think there was no free tram zones. So
Yeah,
you
right.
wonder, you know, if you're not paying, if you're fare evading because
Yep.
you've got no income, you know,
Yep.
no dole or that, you know, then you know it's sort of like you know, it's not something that you look forward to, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, but now when they're right here and it's the free tram zone, I'll just come and wash it, and there's no fear, you know what I mean, or like embarrassment, you know, like
Why
you've
would
got to
there be?
explain,
But-
you know, I'm homeless, I've got to go wash my clothes. That's why I'm not paying, you know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm catching the tram, you know. Yeah.
Bern, I'm going to come clean with you, excuse the pun, being
Yeah.
around Orange Sky Laundry. You're the
Yeah.
first homeless friend I've ever met.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you are.
Who said we're
and,
friends, mate?
Well, the Orange
don't
Sky.
listen to me.
Yeah, I was waiting for a bit of stick from you.
Yeah.
But Orange Sky, I like the way the Orange Sky guys. I mean, you are. I mean, as a homeless friend, what's a day look like to you?
Oh, for me, it's you sort of get up, and then you got to, you know, go to the toilet, which isn't close, you know.
Where are you getting up from?
I'm up at Princess Park. I'm up the back of the footy ground, you know. So
Yep.
there's toilets there that are close.
Yep.
But sometimes in winter they're not close, you know.
Yeah,
You gotta take
yeah.
the whiz, you know.
Yeah.
But I only do it on a tree if I got to go, you know
Yep.
what I mean? Yeah. But so go there, and then from there you go for brekkies. So you got to get on the tram. And today, because it rained, a lot of people who normally ride their bikes, they caught the tram, and all
Yeah,
the
right.
trams are all packed, you know. So there's times when you've got to get the tram before 7.
Yep.
Because I've got my clothes.
So you
and
got a
stuff
bit
like
there. You
that.
got what do you got? 4 bags there.
Yeah. So I've got all you know stuff to like wash yourself with. See all that? Yeah.
You got the lot.
Yeah,
You've got.
and like water and you know clean
Yeah.
clothes. And if like it gets cold now, I can put on more clothes.
Yeah, right.
If it gets warm, I can take them off and put them in.
So you get up at Princess Park, which for a lot of my listeners, they won't know where that is, but that's a footy ground,
Yeah,
a
that's-
suburb out of Melbourne.
that's-
What do you got there? Is there?
Oh, there's toilets. There's a water tap. You know.
Yeah.
That's at the back
and
of
you
Pub
bed
Footy
down
Ground.
what behind just in one of the alcoves there on the.
Just behind the footy ground. We're sort of like allowed to sleep there, but
Yeah,
you
right.
can't live there, you know. So I sort of go there.
So you
late at
take
night.
off into the street, into the city of a morning.
Yeah, go for breakfast, and then because breakfast, like you've got to get there, and then you've got to get a seat, you know. So it takes a bit of time.
Where's that? Is that at one of the?
I've been going to the Salvos
Yeah,
in
right.
in Burke Street.
Yep.
You know, yeah. So it's sort of go for a coffee and that, you know, get some food, and then like a couple hours later you can go back for lunch, you know.
Yeah,
So
right.
I might leave there, go charge my phone or something, which means I've got to find a power point.
Yep.
Because I'm homeless, I've got
Yeah,
no
yeah.
power.
Yep.
You know, so I'll go like someplace, you know, where I know there's a power point, charge the phone up, then I might come back, you know. And there's times when if you want to get out of the city, the trams get packed.
Yeah, they do.
When it's lunchtime, so then you can't get out until after lunch, like about 2 o'clock, you know. So you sort of spend your whole day just getting food, like staying clean a bit, you know. If you want to go for a shave or something,
Yep.
you know? you can do all that stuff at the Salvos too.
Yeah, right.
You know, but I've got my own places where I go. Like I just go up the park. There's some new toilets there with a full-length mirror.
Yeah, right.
I just go there. It's quiet. I'm not in no one's way, and I can have a shave and
Yep.
do what I need to do, you know, if I want to change clothes and stuff. Because the ones there are real big, so I can put all my bags in there.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard. Have you got anywhere to leave your bags? Do you want to take off out of the city and go somewhere for the day, or
There's places that I heard that you can leave your bags.
Yep.
I choose not to, right? Because I just just don't.
Yeah.
But where I'm sleeping, I just leave some blankets there, right? But every now and again, someone goes through your stuff.
Do they?
You know? Yeah. And they might take a few things, you know. Yeah. But if it's just blankets, they sort of leave your stuff alone. But they still go.
Yeah, right.
They just pull your stuff apart and then they leave, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, so each night it's like, is there going to be blankets when I get there?
Yeah.
And the last time I went through my stuff was about 2 months ago. They took half of my stuff.
Oh,
but I
mate.
planned ahead. I said, it's been getting cold, get some more stuff, some more blankets.
Yep.
And they took half, so I still had enough to stay warm, you know? Yeah. You know? So
What were you doing? What was your last job, Herb?
my last, I was working as a motor mechanic. You know?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Still love the cars?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Do
yeah.
you?
I'm like a bit of a car freak.
What's your favourite? Let me guess. I reckon you would be. I reckon you're a Ford bloke.
Yeah, I actually
I
worked
get
at a
it?
Ford dealer.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
I knew it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
What's your favourite Ford?
I don't really have a favourite. I
Right.
sort of like them all, but I like the older ones, like the XR Falcon.
Yeah,
Falcons
lovely.
and that, you know,
Lovely.
with the chrome and
So
stuff.
you were out at Campbellfield, were you?
No, I was working up here at Melford Motors, right
Yeah.
up in.
I know where you are.
Yeah, right up the top of Elizabeth Street.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. Okay.
I used to work there, but then the place got sold. You know, yeah.
Pulled out from under your feet, so to speak.
Oh well, the place got sold. You know.
Yep.
And it got sold to Toyota, and we moved up to the next place called City Ford. You know?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know. So they moved up to the roundabout, and now they've closed up there. You know, but they've probably moved to someplace else.
Someplace
you know?
else. Yeah.
You know, so I don't know why they've closed there. You know.
And what's your interest now? Do you continue to have an interest in Fords and
I
cars?
still like cars and
you-
stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Still like to know how they work and what.
When you
can go
find out, can you
wrong.
tell me? Because I've got no idea.
Yeah, and find out what you can do to make it right again.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? Oh, there's all kinds of things that you don't know, but then you find out and you go, oh, that's simple.
Yeah, right.
That's just a little fix, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like instead of having to spend thousands, there's things that you can fix for real cheap, you know.
Yeah.
If like you know how, you know.
Yeah.
But all these like expensive cars.
Can you tell my mechanic that? Because I reckon he sees me coming and he puts a balaclava on.
Well, you know, there's not much that you can do about that, you know.
Well, it's one of those things, you know. I mean, I don't know what he's doing. I've got to trust him.
Yeah.
And he knows I know nothing about cars, so,
Yeah,
you know.
well,
But anyway,
you know,
it is what it
There's
is.
good ones and there's bad,
Yeah,
there's
there
bad
is.
ones, and you just got to flip.
Like anything.
Just flip a coin and
That's it.
Hope that you get the best, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mate, I've loved talking to you.
Yeah, nice.
You got
nice
a
to
very
talk to you too.
happy personality.
Yeah.
You shave better than I do, I've got to say.
It's been a few days.
Has it
since
been
I
a few
shaved.
days, has it?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness me.
I have a real nice close shave, you know.
Yeah.
It's
I like
nice.
a close shave.
Yeah.
It's one of the great joys of being a man, I think.
Yeah.
Although women can experience the same thing, I suppose, can't
Yeah,
they?
they shave their legs.
They shave their legs,
Or
that's
their
exactly
back
right.
and that, you know.
They're back. I haven't met a woman who's had
I
to,
was only
who's had to
joking,
shave her
all right?
back. Oh, I love it, mate. Well, I'm going to go and, I don't know, I was expecting a bit of a queue and I was
Yeah.
going to help out tonight.
Oh,
but,
really? Yeah. It's a bit quiet.
It is quiet.
Well, then
Why is that? Matt said he only gets 6 here on a Friday night.
Oh.
I was expecting, honestly, 60.
Yeah. Well.
Because I walk around the city and there's a lot of homeless people, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But it might just be the time of day. The trams are all packed.
Yeah.
And it's a bit hard to move. And
Yeah.
if I try to walk down that street there, can you see that street down there?
Mate, it's chockers.
I know, and I'm supposed to walk through that.
Yeah, okay.
And you get bumped and
Right.
pushed. Well, you know.
So the one this afternoon, one in the evening over at the Victoria Market, Queen Victoria Market.
That will probably have a lot more. You know?
Yeah, right.
So that might be the thing for you tonight. A late night down the Vic.
A late night at the Vic.
Yeah.
Get one of those hot jam donuts.
Yeah,
eh?
jam.
If you're down there, I'll shout you one.
Yeah. If I see you.
If I see you.
Right.
What do you say to, just to finish up, what do you say to, well, I don't really know what my question is here, but it's about like homeless people respected by others.
Look, I've been homeless for nearly 3 years now,
Yep.
right? Everyone's been nice to me. The inspectors on the trams,
Yeah,
the
right.
drivers, the
Good on 'em.
police, they've all been nice to me.
Yep.
You know, and we live good here. The government takes care of us. The government does have bills to pay.
Yep.
They're trying to do their best, you know, and
Yep.
it's not that bad. But I'm well fed, and I get to wash my clothes and all that stuff, you know.
Yep.
and eventually I'll get a place to stay, you know. So it's just a matter of time, you know.
Right, you got your name down somewhere, and at some point they give you a community house in Collingwood, or hopefully it's not Collingwood, more Carlton for you, giving you Barrack for the Blues.
So I'm waiting, but there's places around. You know, there's rooms we get a share house.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know, so there's places around. But where I'm staying, all the people there are real nice.
Good.
I've been sleeping around that park now for like a few years.
Yeah.
They're all real nice and that. You know? Yeah. So I'm clean and tidy. I don't make any messes. And that, and so I've had no dramas or that, you know.
Yeah. Do you find yourself getting the old man flu?
I actually had the flu once, and I lay down where I was sleeping in my
Went down like
bag.
a sack of spuds, did you?
I lay there for 2 days.
Oh, jeez.
Had no tissues, no water, no
Yeah,
nothing.
right.
People gave me money. I ended up with $125, but you can't use that to blow your nose.
No, you can't.
And after 2 days, the flu...
Well, you could, but you wouldn't.
Yeah. But after 2 days, the flu was gone.
Well, there you go.
I
You
just
sweated
lay
it out.
there with your neck was like wood, your head was in a vice, you had chills.
Oh,
and
mate, I know that. And, you know, men get the flu so much worse than women. We know that, don't we?
We're
sissies, exactly right.
But you can also say, because there's more of us, that's why it hits us more, because we're bigger.
Oh, more as in the mass,
Like
not population.
Yeah, you know, there's more
Yeah,
germs
exactly.
with
Mate,
us.
there's many reasons why we get affected more. The women don't understand it, but
I know,
I'm with you, brother. I am with you.
Yeah, but I've had the flu once in 2 years and 9 months now. I've had the flu once and the cold twice.
That's pretty
not
good.
bad, yeah.
That is very
and
good.
I say it's the fresh air.
I would agree with that.
I'm always outdoors.
Yeah.
I sleep outdoors. There's all that fresh air.
The old wives' tale of, you know, you got to keep warm. Well, you probably do have to keep warm, but having that...
try to keep warm, but that fresh air, you know,
Yeah.
that's got to be it, you know.
I've got to pause here. Do you realise how incredibly positive a statement that is? Here's Herb, who for the past 3 years has lived rough in a park on the city fringe and sleeps on the ground. Yet he attributes only having the flu once to the fact that he's lucky enough to be constantly surrounded by fresh air. Glass half full, team. Glass half full. So it might sound an obvious question, Herb. Do you prefer the winter or the summer? Oh, no, or spring or autumn, really, because we're in Melbourne.
Well, for the daytime, the summer. For winter, I mean, for the nighttime at winter when you're sleeping, it's nice if you get enough stuff.
Get enough stuff.
But when you're outdoors all day, you just get cold. Cold all day. You just cold. And then nighttime comes and you've got to go get food.
Yeah,
and
right.
you get colder. And then you miss a tram and you've got to wait half an hour for the next one. And then you're going, like this. And then finally you get in your blankets and all that stuff and you go, oh, wow, look how warm I am, you know? And then someone comes past in the morning and they go, oh, that poor man, you must be freezing. But you're like, no, I'm beautiful.
I'm beautifully.
I'm not getting up, I'm staying here, you know? But you got to get up to go for breakfast, you know?
Yeah, of course.
But then the sun comes out. You know those nights when it's all clear skies?
Yeah.
And it gets freezing and in the morning the sun comes out and it's so nice and you got to get up. But you lie there like you're a drunk. You know, but it's not. It's that warm sun. It just puts you to sleep.
Yeah.
And the weird thing is, in the morning when there's people going past, like now, your body goes, it's safe. Go to sleep, and you're like, I should get up, and your body goes, no. It's nice and safe now. But at night, like at 2 o'clock in the morning, if a mosquito goes bit, you wake up, you know, because it's not safe then.
Yep.
So you barely sleep, you know. Every little noise you hear, but in the daytime...
What do you mean when it's not safe?
At night time, like say from 12 o'clock at night to like 4 o'clock in the morning.
What's the dangers?
Well, there's no one around, so if someone wants to come up to you, you know, I mean, if, like you scream, there's
no one around.
No one to help you, you know. But like now with all these people going past, it's like you've got all these security guards, you know. So you just go to sleep. You can't help it. Your body goes, you're going to sleep.
Relax, champ.
And you just go, I'll just shut my eyes for a minute, and then you're asleep, you know.
Yeah, nice.
So, but that's usually because you had lack of sleep over like 4 or 5 months. You haven't slept much, and then eventually it catches up on you. And then one day it'll be warm and there'll be people going past and you'll sleep till 12 o'clock or something, you know? And
I asked the boys who own Orange Sky this question, and I'll ask you. I heard the Lord Mayor a few weeks ago of Melbourne say that you shouldn't give money to homeless people. You should give it to the people who look after the homeless.
Oh, yeah.
Brotherhood, Salvos, you know. St Vinny's.
Yeah.
What do you say to that?
Well, I say at 5 o'clock in the morning, when you want a coffee from 7-Eleven,
It'd be lovely to have a few coins.
You need a dollar.
Yeah,
and all the rest of these places are all shut. And on Saturdays and Sundays, they're all shut too.
Yep.
You know? So if you want to give someone $1, that's no big deal because Kylie Minogue gives thousands and thousands to charity each year, but that's only a small amount of what she earns, right?
Yeah.
So if you give someone $1 once a week, that's not much. You know?
Yeah.
And if it's just $1 for a coffee, because this guy asked me once, what's like something that you really want, and I go, it's nice to have a coffee in the morning, just $1, not 5 or 10 or 20, just $1. You know?
What about those people? We're still going, Dave. You're coming back now, are you? You can join us. What do you say then to some of those people who say you shouldn't give to homeless because they're only going to go and spend it on drugs?
Well, that's if they do spend it on drugs.
That's right.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know.
But there's ones that I've seen where they get the money and they walk across the road and they get some really nice food.
Yep.
You know like that po soup.
Yeah.
Pho food.
Pho or whatever you call it.
Yeah,
Pho.
that's really nice soup. You know.
Great soup.
And
hearty.
Yeah, and if like you're a vegetarian and you don't want to eat meat and that, you know, then if like you got some money, you can go the shop that you want, and you know, or if like you wanted to buy that nice juice, you know, that's not cheap. You know? Yeah. So you sort of can get food for free, but you're left to what's available, and if it's not what you want, then bad luck.
So is it better to give someone, a homeless person, money or food?
You can give him food. I would give him food.
You'd give him food?
Yeah, but now if a person's on drugs, they probably don't eat much, so you don't come up there with like a family pizza.
No.
You bring up like a small piece of food and a coffee, like some sugar or something.
Yeah, right.
And that's a big help for them.
That's great advice.
Yeah. You know, if like they're not on drugs or that, you know, then see, because the thing is, you've got to get up early to go get food at times. And if you didn't get much sleep, there are days when you'll sleep in and you miss it and you're running late and you don't get no breakfast and there's no lunch, you know. But if someone gives you like a muffin, which happens a lot, you know, there's a lot of times I've woken up, there's a muffin or there's a banana.
Yeah.
That's all you need, like a small serve of food.
Yep.
You know, and if you want to give them $1 for a coffee, what's wrong with that? A coffee. You know?
Nothing wrong with that at all.
And when you get to my age, you need the coffee to wake up.
23?
Yeah. 47.
49.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Your joints starting to ache? Mine are.
Oh, they've been aching for decades, you know.
Well, you're a grease monkey. You've been bloody on the tools.
I'm like 6'5". I mean, you know, those cars have been getting lower and lower, and I've been all the way over to change the spark plugs. You know?
Mate, I hear your pain. I hear your pain.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. What a beautiful human being. You know, I carry those free footy tickets of Herb's around with me as a reminder of all the life lessons he taught me in that brief conversation. Things like, there's always someone worse off than you. Be grateful for what you have, and you don't need much to be happy. Oh, and get lots of fresh air to avoid the man flu. If you learn anything from Herb, I'd love to know. Share it over at smallbusinessbigmarketing.com/322. I hope to see Herb regularly, and I'd love to share your thoughts with him. You know, when I interviewed the founders of Orange Sky Laundry, they made the point more than once that the magic of their idea is not in washing their homeless friends' clothes, as important as that is, but in the conversations that happen during the washing cycle. I've got to tell you, never a truer word was spoken. No matter what our circumstances, a good old-fashioned chin wag, maybe even a laugh, can turn your day around, or someone else's. Let's head back on site as I take Herb's washing out of the dryer and he asks me whether his socks smell clean.
So, do these socks smell clean to you?
Give us a smell. I'll do the smell test.
Don't breathe too deep.
Mate, they smell like a baby's bum after it's been washed.
Yeah, see, nice and clean, eh?
Goodness me, and warm.
Yeah.
Be good if they stayed warm like that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I know. It would well.
Okay. So what do you do now? You've got your basket of washing. What I do is normally I go for the socks, put them... Do you fold the socks together, or what's your process there?
Oh, yeah, I fold the socks together. And
Yeah.
Just fold up the rest of the stuff and stash it all.
Do you ever send something back to Matt Burney? You know, he hasn't washed it properly, or you know.
He looks a bit rough, mate. I wouldn't want to offend him.
It's a bit harsh. I think he looks like something you'd want to cuddle.
Yeah, I want like a bit of both, you know.
You get it
And,
folded.
you know,
I was going to say, do you get it ironed?
Yeah, and you don't want to get barred from here.
No, you don't. That's the last thing you want.
You make a complaint. You know?
So you got the blue yakka singlet. I don't mind one of those.
Yeah.
Hey?
For summer and for winter. Keeps
Yeah,
you warm
correct. Correct.
In winter, and it helps you get a nice tan in summer. You know?
I love it. You got to laugh. The multi-purpose singlet for warmth in winter and tanning in summer. That could be the new tagline for Bonds or Hanes. But my time on site wasn't all hits and giggles. Another homeless friend dropped by whilst I was chatting with Herb, a guy in his 20s who just didn't look like he should be living rough. Well presented, almost academic in appearance, he kindly gave permission to have a chat. Now, I nearly didn't run with this one. As you'll hear, it was an awkward conversation. He was very shy, maybe embarrassed, I don't know. And I was very touched by his circumstances. How did you find out about Orange Sky?
Just going to the soup van, I guess. I
Yeah,
don't
right.
really recall.
You what?
I don't really recall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you been using it?
About 6 months, I guess.
Okay. What do you think of it?
It's good. Yeah, it's better than paying for it.
What's that accent I'm hearing?
Queensland / American South.
American South.
Yeah, a little bit
Wow.
of both.
That's actually a coincidence because I am in the middle of reading Tom Sawyer,
All right, yeah.
one of the great stories, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Have you read it?
Yep,
You like it?
that's all right.
How long have you been out here?
I've been here in Melbourne 3 years now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
What do you think of Melbourne?
it's cold.
Cold.
Yeah.
Well, it's cold right now. It's the middle of winter.
It's still cold in the summer, too.
Do you reckon?
It's because it's so dry.
How hot's it get where you come from?
Well, like I said, I spent some time up in Queensland.
Oh, okay, so you're comparing it to-
It's the humidity. It's the main thing.
Yeah, right.
It'll sap you. But in the south, it will get as hot as it does here, except it's humid.
Yeah, okay.
And it stays humid at night. There's no little wind shift in the evening like there is here all the time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What do you do with your days?
I got a little casual job, but it's not enough, you know. And that's pretty much it.
What are you doing?
Security.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So not enough to pay the bills, and Orange Sky helps out there, eh?
Yeah.
Are you living rough, or are you... Yeah, right. Whereabouts, if you don't mind me asking?
Here and there.
Yeah, okay. How do you choose where here or there is?
If it's dry, if it's quiet.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. So you got it's a day job, full time throughout the day, or just when the
It's-
work comes?
When it comes, it's 2 or 3 days a week.
Yeah, okay.
However long they need me.
What do you do for the rest of your week?
Look for other work.
Yeah, okay. What's your skill? I noticed you got a bag. I was looking at your bag here on Economic Social Outlook.
I just picked that up out of somebody's hard rubbish. Actually.
Yeah, okay.
Bag to carry.
What's your
Snacks
interest?
and things. Botany and things like that. That's what I'm supposed to be doing, but it's kind of cold for that right now, you know?
Yeah.
It's off season. Maybe in the spring something will come up, but
Yeah. You studied botany?
yeah.
Yeah. You look like a botanist.
I don't know about that.
Favourite flower?
I don't know about that either. They all look like work to me, so
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, man. So old Orange Sky, hey, what could Orange Sky, could they do anything better?
No, it's pretty good as it is, I think. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great setup.
Yeah.
You got a few friends who use it?
Yeah. At the next stop, I don't know if you're gonna go up there or not.
Up at the market?
Yeah.
So you'll head up there, pick
I'll go
up...
up there, pick my stuff up, and wait on the Superman, and that's it.
Good on you, man. Good on you. I really appreciate your words. Thank you. Good man.
Well, I'll meet you up there.
All right, Gabriel. No worries, mate.
Yeah, he's from Southern America, deep south. Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Kentucky, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Man, he's too young.
Yeah.
Too young and too smart.
He's
I didn't ask, but
he's early because he was working as I think he's still doing security. I'm not sure if
he is.
Yeah, he's still doing that. Yeah. So he is as a very
He's 20s, I reckon.
Yeah, early 20s. No. It took a sort of while to come out of the shell. Like he always in the market, and then slowly came through. And Stella was the first sort of person he started to have a chat to, and then the last couple of months he's been, like that interview. I got to admit, I was surprised. I thought,
well, it was hard, but it was wonderful that he.
Yeah, I thought he wouldn't go anywhere near it.
But at the same time, you're hopefully feeling like you're adding a little bit of.
If he didn't want it, he would have said
excitement or value to.
Yeah, but no, it's good. Like he's
nice.
Yeah. That's the best part. That's the best part of it. There's so many different. All those different stories up.
It must be wonderful to see these homeless friends come out of their shell and take little steps forward.
Yep, it is. Absolutely. Yeah. It absolutely is. That's good.
Well, there you go. Orange Sky, Collins Street, 5 p.m. on a Friday evening. I've just done a couple of hours with them, and what a great idea. Absolutely right for its time. I'm a little bit speechless, which is very, very unusual for me, but it's pretty clear that the washing is secondary. Those conversations that you have with the people who turn up are really special, really special. I don't know what impact I had on those blokes that I spoke to, but the impact they've had on me, it's pretty big. Pretty big. Life isn't as complicated as we make out. We don't need a lot. You know, one of the conversations I had with Herb, I think I was calling him Byrne at one point, but it is Herb, when the mic wasn't on, he was just telling me about how he lives, and I won't go into any detail here. Suffice to say that it's the simple stuff that are important. The conversations he has with people, the friends that he's got around town. He sleeps rough. He sleeps real rough. And I don't know, just brought home a few things to me that make you look at life in a different way. I could rattle on, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to say that Orange Sky Laundry is a red-hot idea. I hope the guys... Well, I don't want their business to boom because it means that there's a lot of homeless people out there, but the reality is there is. I just hope that the homeless people out there hear about it, use the service. I hope that sponsors get behind it, volunteers. Do whatever you can, guys, to support this absolutely amazing service. It's needed. As I go back into my office, and the warmth, and that all feels a bit weird in itself as I walk back into the lift and get my computer and go and hop into a nice car. Life is funny, isn't it? Anyway, I'm rattling on. Signing off. Orange Sky Laundry. See ya. Well, there you go. I told you it'd be a different kind of episode. If you loved it, then go ahead and pay it forward by helping out Orange Sky and by letting another business owner know about the show. One who could do with a little bit of motivation and marketing love, because there's plenty more where this came from. Recently, I chatted with James Young, founder of Melbourne rock and roll institution, the Cherry Bar, who courageously knocked back one of the biggest pop stars in the world.
What have I done? At this particular point in time, Lady Gaga is the biggest artist on earth. She's the number one most searched name on Google at that particular point in time. So I decided to try to put a clever marketing spin on it. I just put a small to medium-sized post on the Cherry Facebook saying, "Am I the world's biggest idiot or the world's most creditable band booker?" Lady Gaga wanted to play at Cherry. I said, no, we respect our existing bookings. That very small post got picked up by a friend of mine who wrote for The Age. She did a little thing online, and then they went boom. And to the point where I was doing interviews with...
It went boom, all right. You can hear about the full impact of that decision, plus some other great marketing tips in my full interview with James over at smallbusinessbigmarketing.com. Or you can subscribe for free on iTunes. Until next week, I'm Timbo Reid. Thanks for listening to the Small Business Big Marketing Show. May your marketing be the best marketing. Bye for now.